I'd like to see some of my barometers I collected. I've been collecting these for about 30 years now. All Aneroid barometers. It's an early dent copy, 1865, circa 1865. It's a large, probably French barometer, circa sort of 1865 as well, with the Reaumur temperature gauge on it, temperature calibration on it, as opposed to Celsius or centigrade, Fahrenheit. These are Japanese, very precision movements. They've got about 6 bellows in, highly compensated. The Italian barometer there, measured, calibrated in millimeters of mercury. That's a more modern Negretti and Zambra. That's another barometer I bought about 30 years ago, 20-30 years ago. Another exposed movement barometer. This is one I bought as a going concern. All the wood had collapsed, and that's been. I've had a new bezel, a new wooden surround made for it, and all the movement's been put into the new case. This was very badly corroded, but this is a very early barometer as well. And actually, the very early barometers are probably the most accurate ones. Actually, it seems to be. Little French barometer. Another French barometer. A few others up the top there. That's a Negretti and Zambra hygrometer. We've got Mark II Met Office barometer. Another Mark II Met Office barometer. I re-silvered the dial on this one. This had suffered bad corrosion. This is a Met Office A, the original Aneroid barometer. Inches of mercury on this one. This one I bought fairly recently. It's got a lovely effect dial on it. How do you it's embossed dial? You can see it shimmering in the light. Universal barometer was the a type of barometer you'd probably use in a greenhouse or something like that. It's all steel construction, not particularly accurate, this barometer. Not to everyone's taste, this barometer. I quite like this one. Polysteric Barometer, which is basically the same as an Aneroid barometer, same movement system. And some of my early thermometers. Surveying barometer for mining. Surveying barometer for surveying, obviously. And my mining barometer here, which you notice goes to 32 inches of mercury for the increased pressure underground. French precision barometer with a parallax mirror. Another surveying barometer with the magnifier. This is a Japanese, modern Japanese, fairly accurate barometer. This is another surveying barometer. You can adjust the scale on the side by turning this dial at the top, and it turns the outer dial around. I don't know if you can see this. There's a descent there, so you've got a reference mark. You can turn that and get a focus. You can turn that to 0, and you've got a reference mark, so you know where you started from. This barometer here was repaired. It had a broken mechanism. I managed to replace the mechanism from another one and drill some new holes. It's a nice barometer. Similar sort of age to the 1900s, probably a little bit later. That's a Monroe precision barometer. Very accurate. This is another Japanese super precision barometer, extremely high resolution. Probably the most accurate barometer I own, actually. This is interesting. This is a Wilson-Tiernan altimeter. Very sensitive. I mean, you can on a windy day you can actually see this needle deflect quite clearly. Very precision barometer. Very sensitive. I've got a couple of other barometers I use for calibrating my other barometers with. This Wilson-Tiernan's calibrated to station pressure, and this one here is calibrated to sea level pressure. And I've also got somewhere another barometer, I don't know where it is, but I've stored it away for the time being.